How to make your first $1,000 online. Right here, I have a presentation on my computer. What if I told you that you could make your first $1,000 online without a business degree, without a huge social media following, without quitting your job, and without spending a single penny upfront? You'd probably think it sounds too good to be true. And honestly, I get it. The internet is full of people making wild promises and showing off fake screenshots of their earnings. But this video is different. I am going to walk you through real methods, ones that actual beginners are using right now to earn their first $1,000 online. And I am going to give you a clear, simple action plan so that by the time this video ends, you know exactly what to do next. So, if you are ready to stop wondering if this is even possible and start finding out, stay right here. Let's get into it. Part 1: Why most people never start. I want to start here because this is the part nobody talks about. Most people who want to make money online never actually start. And it's not because they are lazy, it is because they don't know the exact thing to do. It's because they fall into one of these three traps. Trap number one: the perfection trap. This is when you spend weeks, sometimes months, trying to find the perfect idea, the perfect niche, the perfect website, the perfect brand name. And while you are waiting for perfect time to start, time itself is passing and nothing is happening. Here is the truth: there is no perfect start. Every person making serious money online right now started with an imperfect idea and imperfect setup and a whole lot of uncertainty. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Repeat after me. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Trap number two: the information overload trap. You want to start, but you overload yourself with so many information. You watch 50 YouTube videos, you read 20 blog posts, you buy a course, you join 3 Facebook groups, you still haven't made one single dollar. Why? Because consuming information without taking action is just procrastination in disguise. At some point, you have to stop learning and start doing. You learn far more from your first $10 online than from your 100th hour of research. Action creates results. Learning is good, But when you keep learning without executing, you actually do not give yourself a chance to grow or to even at the basic point utilize the knowledge that you have learned. Trap number three, the comparison trap. You look at someone who has been doing this for 3 years and you ask yourself, why can't I do that? But you are comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. Everyone successful started exactly where you are right now with zero results, zero audience, and zero proof that it would work. The only difference is they kept doing. There is a popular quote that says comparison is the stealer of joy. When you keep comparing yourself with other people, you deprive yourself the little joy that comes with you knowing that you have actually even started what you want. And this limits you from doing more when you compare yourself with somebody that is already at the top. You start to rush your own process. And because you are rushing your process, you don't actually grow. You're not keeping record of things. You don't know what is working and what is not working. I've only started creating content properly from 2024, but I want to get the result of someone like Alex Omozi, who turns out has been doing it for over 9 years. He has been making content of himself talking for over 9 years, but I want to get it within 2 years. And because of this, I see him pushing out lots of content. And rather than properly curating the content that I am creating and making very, very good top tier content, I am prioritizing just volume over good quality because I am trying to rush the process. You cannot rush the process. Part 2, the three fastest ways to make your first $1,000 online. All right, let's get into the meat of this video. I am going to share three methods that are proven beginner friendly and don't require you to build an audience. It doesn't require you to create a product and you don't have to have any special skill to start. The first method is freelancing. Freelancing is probably the fastest way to make your first $1,000 online because you are being paid for something you can already do. And I want to challenge you on this. You already have a skill that someone will pay you for. So if you want to be a freelancer, you need to have already have a skill that someone is willing to pay you for. You might not see it yet, but trust me, there is a high chance that you have a skill that someone would be willing to pay you for. Let me know in the comment section whatever skill you have or you might think you have. And if you don't have any skill, if you go to www.macademy.tech, you can get a free course that would give you a free skill and you don't have to pay anything. Examples of skills that people can pay you for, we have copywriting or content writing. Can you organize things well? Well, that is a skill that can be transformed into virtual assistant or project management. Can you edit videos on your phone? That is video editing. Are you good at researching things? That is research and data services. Can you speak another language? That is translation work. You can work as a translator, and you can take that skill, any of these skills, to platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, or People per Hour. All you have to do is you set up a profile, you describe what you offer, you set a price, and you start applying for jobs. Beginner freelancers, people who have never done this before, make up to £80 to £400 per project in their first month. The key to success with freelancing is specificity. Don't say I write content, say I write email newsletters for e-commerce brands. So on your freelancing account, you need to be specific. The more specific you are, the easier it is for you to find the right client and the more you can charge. In another video, I will talk fully about how to be a freelancer and how to get clients on your freelancing platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. One tip: when you are just starting out, take on your first one or two jobs at a slightly lower rate to build up reviews and social proof. Once you have three or four positive reviews, you can raise your prices significantly. You need to have reviews on your freelancing platform, and reviews are currency on freelancing platforms. Method 2: selling digital products. The beauty of digital products is that you create them once and they sell over and over again, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. While you sleep, while you travel, while you are doing other things, they keep selling. And that is the power of digital income. A digital product can be almost anything: an ebook, a PDF guide, a template, a Canva design pack, a Notion planner, a spreadsheet, a checklist, a set of Lightroom presets, or a collection of social media captions. The list is almost endless. Here is the question to ask yourself: what do I know that other people struggle with? Maybe you've figured out how to meal prep efficiently. Maybe you've built a budgeting system that actually works. Maybe you're good at CV writing. Whatever it is, there is someone out there who would pay you for that knowledge. You can sell digital products on platforms like Gumroad, Etsy, Payhip, or even Misfits Academy. On Misfits Academy, we can help you host your online courses at no fee. And when people pay for the courses, you get paid a commission. We will also handle the marketing. Method 3: reselling. Reselling is the most underrated method on this list, and it might be the quickest way to hit your first $1,000 or £1,000 if you are someone who prefers physical and tangible transactions. The concept is simple. You buy items cheaply and you sell them for more. You can do this on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Vinted, or even Amazon. Things people regularly resell for profits include secondhand clothing, vintage items, furniture, electronics, books, toys, and collectibles. The key skill here isn't sales, it's being able to spot value. That comes from spending time on the platforms you want to sell on and learning what things are actually worth. Spend a week just browsing sold lists on eBay. You will quickly start to see patterns. What sells fast, what sells for good margins, and what doesn't move. Some resellers start with items they already own, things sitting unused in their home, and they use that first to get a bit of cash. Then they reinvest it into getting more stock. This is real. This is a legitimate business model, and some people turn this to a full time income. Part 3: choosing the right method for you. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, which one should I choose? Here is my honest advice: don't overthink it. Look at the three methods and ask yourself one simple question: which one do I feel most drawn to? If you want fast cash and you have a skill, freelancing. If you want passive income and you like creating things, digital products. If you like the thrill of finding a bargain and flipping it, reselling. Pick one, not two, not three, just one, and give it 30 focused days. The biggest mistake beginners make is jumping between methods every time they hit a small obstacle. Obstacles are normal, they happen to everyone. The people who break through are the ones who commit to one path long enough to see results. Part 4: let us create a 7-day plan action together. I want to make this easy as possible for you. Here is a 7-day plan action. Day 1: choose your method. Freelancing digital products or reselling. That is just it. Choose one. Do not drown yourself in a research hole. As you are watching this video, take a pen and paper and write down one that you would like to involve yourself in. And guess what? All these methods are available in most countries. Drop your country in my comment section and I will let you know the one that best suits where you currently are. Day 2. Set up your profile or your listing page. For freelancing, that means creating your Fiverr or Upwork account and building your gig. For digital products, that means setting up your Gumroad, your Misfits Academy, or Etsy account. For reselling, that means downloading Facebook Marketplace or eBay and photographing 3 items from your home to list. In another video, I will talk about how you can sell your digital products on Misfits Academy. Day 3 and day 4. Do your first outreach or make your first listing live. Send 5 proposals to Upwork. Publish your first digital product. List your first resale item. The goal here is not to be perfect, is to be live. Day 5 and day 6. Refine and improve. Look at how your gig or listing reads. Could the title be clearer? Could the photos be better? Ask yourself what a potential buyer would think when they see it. And day 7, review and recommit. What happened this week? Did you get any messages, clicks, or sales? Whatever the results, you are now 7 days ahead of where you were. Recommit to another week and keep building. I am also doing the same thing for myself because I have been going through my content and I realized that I claim to have an online academy, but I barely teach. All I do is just play. In as much as life is all about play, I personally believe that man was created to serve God and to play. That is what our existence is meant to be. Sounds funny, but I believe that humans should worship God and should live a life of leisure. You should have fun. You are meant to constantly have fun in everything you do. That is also why I'm an entrepreneur because doing this is extremely fun for me. But in as much as fun is good, I need to also have fun by teaching you guys the things that would actually help you. And so I will be making more series like this. Apologies if this wasn't superb. Upcoming videos would be a whole lot better. And that is a wrap on your starting plan for making your first $1,000 online. I want you to remember one thing from this video. The only difference between someone who makes money online and someone who doesn't is action, not talent, not luck, not connections, action. If this video gave you clarity or motivation, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel to grow so I can keep making content like this for free. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now so you don't miss the next video where I'm going to break down the top online courses that will actually pay you back fast. Furthermore, drop a comment below and tell me which method you are going to try first. I read every single comment and I will personally reply. Let's build this together. See you in the next one.